Finally getting around to making a video about treating mites with oxalic acid. Let's get started. Let's talk about oxalic acid. It's a treatment to kill the mites to get on honeybees. Like killing a mite on a bee, it's like a bug on a bug. Destroy the bug without destroying your bee. This is a double deep hive, and it would have bees in it. I heard a hummingbird just now. And those bees may have mites on them, and probably do, and it's a good idea to check to see, because mites are pretty prevalent and they do destroy a lot of beehives, bee colonies. By the way, a beehive is a box, colony is the bees inside. Usually consists of a queen and thousands of bees. They will fill this box with nectar and honey and brood. Usually the brood's on the bottom and the nectar and honey's on the top. Not always the case. Sometimes we have to make adjustments. Now I'm hearing those crows. They're flying around there somewhere. So I'll just set that aside for now. So one method, the old method that we used, it works pretty well, but there's a new one coming out. But the old method is this. As you can see, we have some wires here and some little clip-on clamps to hook up to a battery. The problem with this is that you're always running the wires. You can see I'm having difficulty even unwrapping it, and it's limited in space. So if your beehives, if you got 30 or 40 beehives, it's hard to get to all them. What was done is this is a little heater here, and you put oxalic acid powder in here, and then you slide it inside the hive like this. You cover that up with a wet rag so that the air can't escape. When you do an oxalic acid treatment, you're going to need some eye protection and some breathing protection. Something made for the oxalic acid. You can breathe this through this and you won't get it. I wish I had more details on that, but I don't. So, with a newer version, this is the new Varroa vaporizer. I just got it, and I haven't used it yet, but I'm going to show you how it's done. So the battery just goes on like that. This is a 20 volt 5 amp hour battery from DeWalt. You got this little applicator here that you can adjust. That will go in here. So what you do is you just push this down here, and you fill that up with oxalic acid powder. And you put it in here, like that. When you're ready to apply it, you put it down in here like this, and that'll fit right in there. And then you just push the plunger down once it's hot. There, we turn it on. So this would be going into the hive like this. And it would kill the mites that are on the bees. Generally you have to do this about 5 times, 5 days apart. So it takes a few minutes for it to dissipate, and you're done. You can take it out. Good morning, everybody. I've already heated up my Instavac. I've plugged the battery in, and I've Got it up to 256 degrees. We're going to 430 before we can start this operation. We're going to treat these bees with oxalic acid this morning. As you can see, it's burning off a little bit of the last time I didn't get completely cleaned out, or I had a little water left in it, so I think maybe I should put my gas mask on. Let me go do that. Now it's going to be a little muffled for sure because I've had this thing on. But I drilled some holes in the back of these hives last fall, but they've been profilised, so I'm not going to be able to go that route. You have to do that right before you're going to do it, or else the bees will stop it up. So you're up to 383 degrees. Let me get my goggles on. For 400 degrees. Put my hood on. So we got our protection. We don't want to be stung. I do. Here's my gloves. So let me get them. I don't know what this is going to sound like. A little bit muffled, I guess. I'll try to make it louder. One more thing, we're going to need a rag to stop up this entrance there so the bees won't come out when I'm putting this oxalic acid in. We're almost ready. We're up to 438 degrees. 439, I think we're good. So I'll get my wet rag. I'm out here early because I want all the bees in here so we can treat them all. They're not out flying yet. So let's just cover them up and close that entrance. All except for where my treatment, my Instavac is going to go. I've got my oxalic acid here. I've already measured this to 4 grams. Just stick it in there like that. And stick that in there. As you can see, it's already started to go because there was some on the outside. And that just lifts right in there. So you push the button down. That's all to it. It'll be done in a minute. That doesn't make them happy. That's why I bring my smoker. I should puff that up a little bit while I'm at it. Now I have found that if I have two anything, I'll lose one of them. And I've already lost one of my tools. I've already lost one of my hive tools. So we're just about done here. But just to be ready, I want to get this other one started before I take that out and make the finish up completely. So first thing I've got to do is remove that entrance producer. So I'll give them a little smoke. So I'll move out of the way. So all I got to do now, put the rag here, stop up most of it. The bees can't come out. This one's done, so I can take that off. Zap in some more oxalic acid. And stick it back in here. As you can see, it does. Do that quite a bit. If you don't have enough, then you're going to get it. So we push it in. Now we'll take this rag off over here. And yeah, I think we need to put an entrance reducer in there because we are on Earth. So I'm going to put one in there to slow things down in case there's some robbing goes on. Well, I prefer to put this opening on this side, but it's not going to fit. So we'll leave that just like that. Yeah, I think I'll do that anyway. We'll put it back this way. Now, if I need to do it again, which I will be doing in another week or so, I'll treat it with oxalic acid again. And I won't have to take that out so hard. But they'll have a place to come in and out. This is what I used to use. You put your oxalic acid in here and then slide it in the entrance and plug it in. Turn turned it on, hook up the battery, and the problem with this is I've got hives up there, so I had to use 2 jumper cables just to reach it, and sometimes that's a bit of a mess. So this is a much better deal. Okay, this is not exactly the best video ever explaining how to use this, but I hope I've explained most of the problems that you might have. Got any questions, please put them in the comments. If this is any value to you, please do subscribe. I appreciate it. It helps me make more videos because it gets me more motivated. Whew. It's hot and humid this morning. I'm glad I'm getting it done early in the morning.